Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Here's Foles. Open man right side is Shark. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them. And the screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Tonight, 180. 59. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Foles. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas City as a backup in 2016. But Kansas City, they have won the last 4 in this series, including a 30-14 victory a year ago. At the time, that got the Chiefs to 5-0 on the young season. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Yellow. Ours go on. Do your job.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Silver.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got a 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
At 57. 44 is the mark.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Chiefs 7, Jaguars 0. Harrison Butker, the kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, I'm sure that he's right.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Marquise Lee, incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Now Foles. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's good for a Jaguars.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Tonight, 180. Check, 59.
Under.
We got this.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side of the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. But now it'll be third down.
Hey, here we go. I got you.
Now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hands and hit.
Back to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
13 yards on the play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter. Instead, it's second down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day.
To go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He was brought down by
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Water.
Let's get that ball. Shoot.
Down to hit.
They'll drop and throw. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, They have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line. They'll hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
But no takes start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
On second down, it's McCoy. And not much there. Maybe a yard on the 24. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
44. Let's get the ball.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Jaguars' 40-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 2015.
This is McCoy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that, because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one's going to blow up in their faces. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Yellow. All right, 80.
Mike, 44. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. Fourth down. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Line to the left. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Foles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Here we go. Here we go. Switch.
Down. Hey, someone.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Chris Jones on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Water.
Check 59.
From just shy of midfield, Foles. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 27 yards there, a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now Leonard Fournette. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. 22 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back, start over again, and grind it out?
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll run it with McCoy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Yellow, yellow. 180. Hey, 57, 57.
44, 44. Mike. Orbit. Double dog.
Right.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Fofo's and Mike. Mike's Fofo. You can't block me.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 35.
Here we go.
A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
And 5 yards to go.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. In your face. High 7, let's go. Mike 36. Mike 36.
Hey, color.
Fellas, let's set a tone. Watch 36. 36.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He is going to find Hill here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Butker able to put this one through. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go,
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Fournette. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Foles. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
A gain of 3 brings up.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers.
Watch the pass.
Where'd he go?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Foles. Man open is Keelan Cole complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Keep going right at him.
Foles now, 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Exit. 53.
Hey, Charlie.
53 is the mic. got wide. I got wide.
Let's go.
53.
Here's Foles.
Check 53. It's just me and you.
Sharks got
It's
it,
just me
left
and you.
side. A gain of 6 there on first.
To DJ Chark.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
12 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
A gain of 12 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts tell the offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together in one unit downfield. It really
Right side is Shark. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Taken down back at the 42.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now Foles. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down.
Third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
15. Pick it up. Pick it up.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Mahomes caught. Kelsey left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field.
43.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Line 80.
No gain on this defense. No gain. 25. 25.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Tyreek Hill. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
Fire down these two. Let's go, 80.
Target. Watch out.
Outside.
On 2nd down now. It's McCoy. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
All day, baby. All day.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's got his tight end, Oliver. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's get off the field.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Marty!
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready to go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive. knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
44 is the mic.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still tied for this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking. Williams loses the football, and the Jags grab it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
180!
59. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll run with Fournette.
Let's go. Come on. Run.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Down by Kendall Fuller. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 2nd and goal from the 1.
58, right there. Check, 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 check.
Here we go.
They'll run it. This is Irvin. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Ricky.
Mahomes now to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
And Hill with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the
He's
play.
been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. 10th carry now for McCoy. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Escaping the pressure right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Yellow. 180.
Hey, here I come.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Now Mahomes, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Foles. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Hey, let's go. Great.
53.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Watch the screen.
Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. 23 yards, the final tally.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 23
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
And he's going to go down again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Irvin. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Here's Hill on the return. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Wait. That's a lie.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. We got 4.
And they take a knee.
Mahomes on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Today's
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Chiefs, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.